Howdy, fellas and fellows. How was your guys' Friday? But like Mako and people like that actually like me and Dad would work, but we don't have a full-time like job that we go to at 6 a.m. We work for ourselves. I bet you guys that work, from 6 a.m. to fucking 4 p.m. I bet you guys are glad to see it's fucking Friday. Or if you're like my buddy who's a fucking what is he? Union fucking, I can't remember operator. See, he has to work tomorrow on Saturday, but he gets paid good money to do it. Unlike Barry, who sits on his ass and don't do anything. He don't even do the work that me and Dad do. He just mooches off his son. But I'm a bitch. I like to put it out. Barry calls me a bitch, but I don't mooch off my dad or my 41-year-old fucking. Yeah, I was trying to find a way to word that. So.
I mean, that's nothing bad. I mean, that's.
But I want to reiterate this, dude. Look at Ryan. Look at Barry. I mean, he admits that me and my dad look alike, but still, I need to tell him that. But you and Ryan look nothing alike. You guys share no traits.
I have a question for you, Barry. Is that why when he was a baby, you dropped him off with his grandparents and just left him when you moved out and didn't take him with you? Because you know in your heart of hearts, bud? I mean, come on, you want to come to other people talk about their kids ain't theirs and everything else. Hell, you want to even make it sound like somebody had to make sure his kid's a bad thing. I mean.
But I guarantee all of our kids look almost like their dads or their moms. So, unless.
Is that the reason you dropped him off over there and left him, Barry?
Well, I hear that Barry said, he had that one friend that he'd constantly bring around, and I guess he's a really tall dude. So, I mean, from what I hear, she was a doorstop. Everybody fucking got a doorknob. Everybody got turned.
I mean, you know how women are, man, on drugs. I'm not saying all of them, but take it from somebody that's been in that lifestyle. I mean, women have it easier than men do when it comes to shit like that.
I want to point something else out.
There's a reason for that.
Hey, Dad, how long have you been on your own for?
I was 13 years old. I've basically been almost my life, but officially, where nobody gave a fuck, 13 on.
How often, when us kids were growing up, did you go over and beg your mom for money, for food?
I never went and asked my mom for a damn thing. My mom had mental problems, man.
Yo.
I mean, there's none of my business. It's just my mom did the best she could.
But unlike Barry, my dad didn't go over looking for fucking handouts.
And my dad died when I was 4 in an industrial accident at Garland Foundry. So.
Hey, Dad. Came to your attention today that Barry called Mom something. You want to address that?
I didn't even realize that he had called you a son of a bitch until he said something today. So, I'll tell you this much, Barry. The dead woman that you're calling a bitch would have been the first woman that she was still here. That would have been like, you guys need to knock this shit off. Just stop it. He's a pedophile. Leave him alone. Fucking,
He's stupid.
Yeah.
His boys on the
She would have been fucking like, and as far as his boy goes, I best not hear you or Austin say a damn thing about that fucking kid, no matter what he does.
Because he's on the
spectrum. And that's what she did. She was a nurse's aide for years, and then she worked with special needs kids for the rest of her life. So the woman you're calling a bitch, the dead woman you're calling a bitch, which don't surprise me now. You call your own dead mom a fucking whore just to try to hurt your brother. I mean, shows what kind of person you are.
Hey, Barry. I got something to tell you, buddy. Pal, friend.
I mean, and listen, I'm not sitting here saying that this woman's a fucking angel. Because she's not, dude. By no means is she a fucking angel, dude. We was both dirty to each other, especially in the early years of our relationship. But when it came to kids and other people,
she never fucked over her kids. She was always there for her kids. Can Ryan say that about his mom?
I'm fucking saying about that shit. I mean, I didn't just raise 2 kids. Our house was a fucking orphanage. When my sister had kids, she couldn't take care of whatever was involved. They would come to my house and stay until it was cleared out. I mean, I got another girl I call a daughter, Taylor, because I raised her up. I mean, fuck, Barry, I raised kids that wasn't even mine, took them in. You couldn't even take care of your own kids that was your blood. Don't talk about people.
Hey, Barry, how many times
To this day, Taylor calls me Pops. I mean,
How many times when Ryan was in the hospital or sick or anything like that, how many times were you and his mom there to cheer him on? I'm willing to bet 0. I'm willing to bet Grandma and Grandpa were there for that.
he couldn't even keep insurance on the kid. His mom had to pay his insurance, the kid's insurance.
But at least I can say both my parents, if I was in the hospital sick, my mom and dad were both at my bedside and didn't leave my bedside, Barry.
You know, if I had to work, I would. But because his bills had to get paid. Unless he was real sick, which he spent a lot of time in the hospital, as a baby especially.
That woman you
Like
called
the first 2 months of his life, he was in the NICU.
that woman you called a bitch.
And he couldn't even be held for the first month of his life because he was in incubator.
That woman you called a bitch, Barry, put you and Ryan's mom to shame. As a parent, as a person. And that's all I gotta say on that shit.
Typical Barry shit, you know.
This is Beaver and Son Garage for another installment. Here today we had
Because I didn't keep my mouth shut on Ryan's mom, but I know some dirty shit, Barry.
Here's a parts clerk that
Test me.
would have took to fix the house. The house had a water line break.
This is great.
There's
This is what
the
calls
part
it
right
shit.
there. A $1 piece of plastic,
You are out of your mind. $1.
Bro.
You paid more than $1 for that, Barry.
and I
You're a
got
liar.
water pouring out the foundation.
And
Now, here
nobody
was
would
the
do it like he did it
replacement
anyway.
one.
Look at this shit.
This is the backup one.
He puts a plastic
And it's
PVC
plastic,
compression
and it's
fitting
crazy at the thing
on the
is,
galvanized pipe.
They took
And
two
then
pieces
runs it
of,
through a foundation, so when the pipe
and
settles or
started
the ground
painting
settles or the house shifts, it
and put it
snaps.
together.
I
So
mean, he's a fucking
it
genius,
broke
man.
down here in the basement.
When, with a little extra work, there's an elbow on it.
Yeah.
He could have took the pipe
It was,
off the
main
elbow
water line
and ran the pipe straight into the house.
that comes in. And it's
Well,
gonna
it looks all blurry to me,
for
Barry.
some reason.
Come on, buddy. You're a fucking
Right
expert.
over here
Come
on
on.
the other side of the water heater. And you can see it right there.
See what?
Look at that mess, bro.
Still haven't finished the
Hey, Barry, just so you know, if you put
Complete
wet
fix of
rags
the-
around a pipe,
the
it will
hole.
freeze and bust.
but you can see that plastic nut in there. And that's the one end of it, and it shoots through that, but it's a block wall right there. And of course the block is laying on a footer, you know, it lays up the basically foundation of the house.
What the fuck's that have to
And
do
water
with
was
anything?
pouring in right there and right over there. Water was pouring in under the foundation. And what was going on was that piece of plastic broke.
Yeah, because it's not designed for what you're using it for, dumb fuck.
And water was pouring in right there.
Jesus
And luckily the
Christ.
sump pump is right
It's
there.
definitely designed to go
It
through a
was
pressure
filling
point
up
on a
the
house.
hole where the sump pump sits at. The sump pump sits at. Looks like I got a little water going on right over there.
That piece
all
of
over
that,
the
that
place.
thing right there is making people that can't.
Yeah, it's
That's
still
what
kind of
got.
wet right there. I don't know if it's the, yeah, it's the humidifier. It's overflowing. So,
Marco made a good point. Ryan can breathe the shit that the way that house smells, but he can't cut grass. He can breathe ammonia, straight
I'm gonna
ammonia,
have to drain it
and
more.
but he can't cut
He's
grass.
fucking
That
lazy, man.
humidifier, I'll come back and do that.
Well, like
later.
it or not, the
I'll
fucking
plug it
kid's
more.
lazy.
It's running all over the floor.
I mean, say what you want. Barry's even said it. He's the laziest goddamn
You know,
kid. He's the
the
laziest
access
person I ever
to
met.
the other
Barry.
end of it is outside.
I at least cut grass for my dad, Barry.
What I had to go through to fix this, you know, is probably the cheapest fix I ever had.
I got a
$1.
feeling you did this originally because how'd you know exactly where to dig,
And
Barry?
there's the
Tape
front
measure.
part. There's the part that broke.
Huh?
You can see it's
Yeah.
just a piece of plastic.
PCBC,
It
Barry.
broke.
It's a PVC compression
So
cage,
we
bud.
had to go out here with a
I'm not a
shovel
professional plumber, but I do plenty of
to
this
get
shit.
the water going here at Beaver and Son Garage because, you know, you can't survive without water. You know,
Barry-
my animals here, I got sheep.
I got a question.
Barry, what's sad is you have wells on that property, dude. And I guarantee you pay a water bill. I'll promise you pay a water
I
bill.
got a serious question, buddy. Because this is how I'm gonna start handling you, Barry. Because me scream. If anybody's like, don't scream at the TV. Don't scream at your fucking phone. Don't get alright. You're gonna get mad at this motherfucker, but he don't matter. Stop trying to get mad because you just turn into him. That's what he wants. When you talk to him like this, That gets to him more than
You
rock.
dismiss a cocksucker like this that has to stand out. Think about it. Think about what I'm saying. Everything Barry talks about is grandeur. It's above what it is. It's more than what it is. So he has to stand out. He has to be noticed.
Yeah.
He has to have the best of the best.
If y'all doubt me, go watch the video from the event. Pay attention to when I keep laughing at it. Pay attention from the time that video starts to the time it cuts off. Look how mad he gets.
He even says it, dude. He's fucking laughing at me.
That's how you get to Barry Beamer.
If you threaten to kick his teeth out or harm him, do anything to him, that's what he wants. That's what he wants, dude.
And I've been known to do it that way. But fuck that. You don't matter. I'll just laugh at him like the joke he is, and he won't be able to handle it. He'll beat on his chest, get out here and talk shit, to keep doing the piddly fucking shorties and fucking him up.
Let's just say he was to catch you out by yourself. I guarantee you he'd walk up to you and try to sucker punch you from behind or stick you behind.
All I gotta say,
There's Piggy. There's Bear.
We're not gonna do that, bro.
there's reasons why that would never happen. And he'd get away with it.
He wouldn't get away with it, period. I mean,
Bear.
but that being said, you can't shoot somebody with punches, bro. Just so you know.
I gotta have water.
You talking about him sticking me with a knife?
A knife, that's different.
I got fucking 6 reasons why he wouldn't come at me with a knife. Because yeah,
Depending on what day it is, you might have 45 reasons, you might have 9 reasons.
I may be bleeding, but we're both gonna be laying there. We're both gonna meet our maker at the same time.
Measures and measure to
Ain't
figure
gonna
out
come at
where
me
it
with no
was.
knife, no
And you can
bat,
see,
no fucking pitchfork.
you can see right there where it was. You can see the other end of that plastic coming through, and that's a piece of cast iron pipe right there.
Cast iron.
So I had to dig a hole out. And there were some slippers down in there.
Cousin said, that's cast iron pipe. This man's supposed to say he made his living scrapping. What do you think about that, Scrapper King? Dude said that's cast iron pipe. You mean that's galvanized, Barry? You fucking
Well, he
joke.
said that he's a mechanic.
More shit Barry got to fix. But how would he know? He's never had to maintain a home or nothing. I mean, so he probably thinks it's... Man, I swear to God, that been so. I would love to have been to a hardware store here and come in and say, "Hey, I need a PVC. I need this piece right here for cast
Okay, you
iron
guys.
pipe."
I'm gonna step in front of the camera real quick.
You're a fucking idiot. Dude.
Look right here. See the elbow? And here's the piece Barry's talking about. But look at the elbow. He can come off this elbow straight into the house. It's a straight shot. There's a straight hole with just a piece of pipe. He could fix this whole problem.
He could have put a straight piece of pipe through there, put a union on the other end of it. That's how a fucking plumber. Ask a plumber. This is no bueno. First of all, you don't want something like that coming through a pressure point. That's a pressure point. What's happened is that pipe has fucking, if the house is either settled or the ground around the house is settled, and as it's settled, it's pushed that pipe down originally and broke the pipe, the galvanized. And that was their fix for it. They screwed that on. What I want to know is how do they get it tight on the galvanized pipe in the wall?
Like girl slippers. And you can see the pile of mud here
Girl slippers.
that I got to still complete and put back before it rains today. So yeah.
Why do you have girl
there's
slippers? Those
the,
are fucking sandals,
there's
Barry.
the
Why do you
water
have
line.
sandals?
So I had to take measurements from the side of the home and measure down over, from one side to the other.
Oh, it gets glorious.
Estimate. Now, originally I thought the water line was
Look.
here. I started digging there and I made some more measurements and I figured it was there.
You're full of
And so
shit.
I actually
You lying
Yeah.
bastard. You didn't do any of that.
made a step. So what I did was I used this here to step down in. Then you could get down in there and see it and fix it and repair it.
See the elbow?
So you
He could have
can
gone
see
straight
where
off that
I
elbow,
put
straight to the
down
house,
in there,
and been done.
and,
Look at the angle that pipe's that PCB's running. I told you that's what happened. The ground settled and it's broke that pipe. The right way to do that would be to chisel that wall down some and
I
hook
made
into
some
it.
phone calls, talked to some people.
Listen to this.
I had some crazy prices to fix it. One guy said $150 to look at it.
Yeah.
And
Nobody does shit for free, Barry.
Fix it. He wanted to bring a backhoe in up here.
Yeah.
Bring a backhoe alongside the back
Listen
of
to
the
this.
house and dig this up. Had he done that, he'd have done more damage
You're a fucking retard.
than the belt.
I got a buddy, like I said, that this is his job, is moving dirt.
An experienced even plumber spends a lot of time on the backhoe. He would have come in there, he would have dug the hole. The only thing we're going to tore up is right there if he's experienced. You're a fucktard,
I mean,
Barry.
my buddy, like I said, he does dirt work. Here in the next 6-7 months, I'll get him on camera actually using a backhoe when we dig out the footer for the other side of the shop. Because I'm gonna pay him to come in and fucking. Actually, it's not gonna pay. We're gonna put U-joints on his truck and rent the backhoe, and he'll come in.
You hear that, Barry? Pay him. Your friends shouldn't be coming over doing shit for you just for nothing, just because they're your friends. They don't owe you shit. You pay people because people's time means something, man.
or do a job for him and get the job
We'll
done.
trade it out. Either way it goes, man. I mean, what, a couple $100 for somebody put U-joints on a
Yeah.
4x4? I mean,
I
so
put an inferior report back in it because that's what was in it.
That's your stick, Barry.
It actually needs a piece of cast iron. Cast iron to cast iron. Instead, this is cast iron
the
to
pipe is
cast
settling.
iron.
It's
So,
just going to keep settling.
there's a lot of work digging that up. A guy I talked to, he said, oh, they don't like to dig. And that basically means they don't like to work. It was a lot of work.
Works.
Barry, who you hired to do that? Because I don't believe for 1 second your old ass stood there and said, dude, I just dug up the water line. Do we got any footage of that?
I don't film shit like that. Why would I film shit like that?
I literally just did this maybe 8 months ago out front of my water meter, man. I had a similar situation. The ground had settled, and I'm not going to mention who it was because we don't speak his name anymore around here, but the little bastard drove a truck too far into the yard when it was soggy.
I have you fucking know that it's a 4x4 for a fucking reason.
Anyway, it had a plastic nipple on the end of galvanized going into PEX pipe into the water meter. That's the way the water company had hooked it up. And when he drove in, long story short, the ground had settled and it broke that nipple. And I had to dig it up and replace that shit. I'm telling you, Barry did not stand there and dig that hole.
How long
by
did it
himself.
take me and you to dig that hole?
It took me and you a few hours.
But
Keep in mind the ground was frozen.
He says it took him.
Then it was soggy.
It took him 2 days to do this.
Then he probably did do it.
We're off and on for 1 day.
But he didn't find that water line like he's saying he found
You
it.
can see how deep that is. It's probably...
Which I guess he could have. I mean, he could have went inside the wall, inside the basement, and measured it over.
4 foot. He says a 4 foot hole.
Work, but I got it.
Well, when you're only 3 foot tall,
Dear
4
Beaver
foot seems like a lot.
Garage, we're on a budget.
Listen to this
we
shit.
don't have, an endless supply of money like
Nobody does. There's no real people.
Hello, broke bitches garage here. How is it that my broke bitch ass can actually build cars, but your broke bitch ass can't? That's the question.
I didn't put a plastic nipple back on the pipe. You don't do that.
We don't
Where
have
the
the
ground can
budget
settle
they
and
have.
shit can move,
You
you
know,
don't
of course,
want
again, we
metal
don't have the
on
problems they have, too. We don't have the
galvanized, on
payroll.
PEX.
We don't have, a huge amount of, bills that they have, So we have more fun,
Listen to what he just said.
A father
We don't
and
have a
son
huge amount of bills to pay, but I
show,
still
with
got
our
our money.
father and son show, and we have more fun than they do.
He still don't do the
Father
work.
and
Me and my boy,
stepson?
me and my son.
Father and
We have
an
more fun.
adopted
We got
son?
dirt bikes and quads and trucks. And
I don't think
cars
Barry's
and
I want to see I want to see some Mari, Barry. Want me to call Mari for you? Is Mari still on TV?
Hey, Barry, I'll be- I'll-
We're gonna be like, Barry, you are not the father.
Hey, Barry, why don't we do that? Why don't Jeff, David, me, Dad, and you and Ryan all go take paternity tests? Let's see whose sons really are our fathers. I bet you all 4 of ours does. I bet yours don't.
I got my generator still from the motorhome. Still got my generator.
Barry Beamer, you are not the father. Jerry, Jerry.
That's
It's
probably
a $1 part. That was probably the cheapest fix ever in the history of Beamer and Son Garage. $1.
I mean,
and
and I'm not just saying it just because
we
he
got
said it
that
about
fixed, and
Jeff and him.
now the day before it.
Think about
it. Don't look like
right now.
that.
It's supposed to rain.
Think about it.
So before it
What's
rains, I'm
one
gonna have to
trait
go
they
over there,
share?
I'd like to see
take the
Barry's
shovel
daughter.
and kind of make love to it. And
Which I
shovel
think
that
I
dirt,
found
put
her,
that
but
dirt
I'm
back
not
in there
sure if
before
it's
it
her.
rains,
And I'm not
so
gonna,
I just
I'm not
throw
gonna
it
bug
in the water.
this woman
And that's
because
gonna be a nightmare.
that's.
They
not
look
us.
like they're upstanding
That's not
citizens.
us, dude. I mean,
I wanna
there's
put-
got to be some hurt feelings, and I wouldn't I wouldn't even be cool with anybody else contacting her. I mean,
Think
leave them
think
people
about
alone.
this.
I mean,
Just you use your fucking head. Barry's a hunchback. And for one thing, Barry's knees, if y'all watch any video with him standing up talking, or even standing, His right knee cap is higher than his other
I mean,
kneecap.
was his mom like 6'4", Barry? I mean, cause you're a sawed-off son of a gun. See, I about did the same thing, but I caught myself. Son of a buck.
So if you think about it, what is one trait y'all share, Barry? He don't have your stance. He don't have the genetic thing that you have. He's hunchback. You don't have a hunchback.
He seems smarter than you. He's got a work ethic, which you don't have.
So
And you was raised by the same people.
my question is,
I mean,
and all your relatives that I know of are short.
Beamer and Son Garage. You know, we got the Olds, we got the Duster, we got the Charger here, we still got the Skylark. We got all the cars here. We haven't sold anything.
you still got them hemorrhoids and that cushion you was sitting on a couple months
paint
back?
licking, as we call it. They can't afford to buy them. All they can afford to do is lick the paint. We had one guy come out, and he wanted to buy the Roadrunner. And I priced it to him, and it was a little too rich for his blood. The Roadrunner is still here, and we've decided not to sell them. We're going to keep them around for the show.
See,
So our
he had these cars
are no longer
posted.
for sale
I told
here
it,
at
that's what I
Beamer and Son
told you.
Garage.
He had these cars, that Roadrunner and that Mach 1. The $60,000 for that Mach 1.
I started collecting cars
And $120,000, I think, is what he wanted for the Roadrunner.
And the first car I collected in 1982 was, of course, the Mach 1. I collected that car in 1982.
You
And
didn't
started
collect it. You
collecting
went
cars
and
ever
begged
since.
demand
So
for
that
it.
was
Laid
the
a
first
sob
one.
story on him and pulled his heart.
I actually started my
That's your
collection of
grip.
cars, and it had to be a 69 Mach. You know, and I got just so many cars here. We've been collecting cars since since the 80s. So.
Jay Leno's got a better
the
collection,
rollback
Barry.
Here. We love the rollback.
Jay Leno ain't got shit on Barry Beamer.
We got the Grand
Neither
Prix,
does
the later
fucking
model
Mark
car,
Morgan,
but we do love the
or
Grand
the
Prix.
Oh,
Top
yeah,
guy,
totally
or-
don't.
And we just
or
got a
Gas
full,
Monkey. Barry's the
selection
man.
of automobiles here.
Look, man, this man is 61 years old. This is his life's work.
We just love them.
Everybody Dad just mentioned, everybody Dad just mentioned could buy and sell Barry 3 times, 4 times, 10 times.
Listen, everybody I just mentioned has enough money to make it to where people say Barry Beamer, they go, who's that?
Right rear.
Did he ever exist?
And we had a couple flats on that side.
Turn into fucking Jimmy Hoffa, find his way into
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fucking.
that's a street number no more.
That's the simulator. And that's got to go back on the car.
What car are you putting a simulator on?
The motorhome. And we just love this Grand Prix.
Check it
right
out.
here.
He's worried about putting simulators on a motorhome he plans to pull the engine out of.
We love the Grand Prix.
You
We
don't
love
think
the
he is a
van.
poser, dude. You
Don't
are
hit
out
the
of your
van.
fucking mind.
And of course, it says
Is this
5.0,
4 years ago?
it's a 5.8.
Look at the side of this car. Says it. Look, it's
The
not
Cadillac's
half as
still
bad as
here
it is
from,
now.
The Pumpkin Run.
I mean,
I ended up driving that car through the whole Pumpkin Run. Still got the sticker on the windshield.
Hey Dad.
well, you don't have to worry about that shit, Barry.
Yep, you took away from me.
On
You
that
bastard.
show. So there it is, 2080.
When you don't call somebody a son of a bitch, call me a son of a bitch. My mom was a bitch.
I'm gonna have to sign off.
My mom hit like a man. She wasn't no punk. She put you on your ass, Barry. I promise. Trust me, I found out on several occasions.
So it wasn't supposed to start raining until later on. I do feel a little sprinkle coming in. I don't really want to go through all that work, but I'm gonna
Hey,
have
Dad.
to do it. Here's the famous.
Do you think that
truck.
Ryan
This
could pick
is
a
record.
father? Who do you think Ryan would pick as had to have a father, like a relationship
And
wise?
we buy cars here. Says I buy cars,
I don't know. He
They used to
wouldn't
say
pick
we
him.
like
He would
cars.
probably pick his grandpa.
but I had to
Hey,
change
listen,
that.
man, he's only with Barry by circumstance.
Because it's me.
Because it's
and
the
my
cheapest,
son.
best
We buy
option.
cars here at Beamer and Son Garage. You got
Think
some
about
of us
it.
You'd
know.
probably love to have our
Here's some of
relationship.
the
Oh,
message.
yeah. I mean,
We're looking for
he
cars.
wants his dad's approval so
And
bad
this
he
has
buys
me
his
as a
love.
special. You can see I got a collection of cars
Listen,
here.
man, have you ever heard Barry
You
say
know, they're
anything
not
nice about
special,
Ryan,
no.
folks, unless it's
Of course,
about Ryan
Christine
buying him
is there.
something or
That's
getting him
special one.
something?
That's Christine.
When Barry talks
We
about
love
Ryan buying him
Christine.
something, it's always, well, that's something in the world.
Overjet.
Besides that, have you ever heard Barry just have a conversation,
And that's
even
where
on
that-
YouTube,
that's
blog,
where this
or
cover goes.
PlayStation Live or anything else?
This cover
Has he
goes right
ever
there.
said anything nice about Ryan unless it's Ryan buying him something?
Or he
Ryan's
needs
done
something
for him.
from
Ryan.
Or needs something. Has he ever talked about my son's a good son? He's done this in school, and he's done this in life, and I'm real proud of my son. He works every day. Have you ever heard Barry say he's proud of his kid?
Hey Dad.
Have you ever heard Barry say, I'm proud of my son because he works every day and he's a good man? Nope. It's, I'm proud of my son because he bought me this, he buys me everything.
Hey, Dad.
This truck here.
Facts.
This
Hey,
is
Dad.
our baby right here.
Can you imagine how much of a chump Barry made Ryan look in high school, walking him around in middle school?
God.
Can you imagine? Good thing I never had my daddy do
Not
that.
on my worst, spanned out, fucking crazy day what I've ever done since
Like,
I
we're
got.
gonna close it up. Feel some rain.
Asking for
We
trouble.
don't want rain getting in her.
Common sense would dictate I would be making things worse on you.
We'll shut all the windows.
I wouldn't even go to school if you was getting bullied and make a big stink about it. That's on you. You have to stop the bully. Now if they was kicking you, you come home with missing teeth and shit, that's a little different, but
Oh, Barry, get my teeth thing right. I chew on rocks. We don't have food. I eat rocks.
Got a door there. I need to put a latch on it.
it's from Warty Dicks, folks.
I don't
He's got
think.
crossed right on the teeth.
I don't think that Barry, dude. I don't think he can have teeth.
Right here.
His balls don't work.
They put in it. I guess it was
You don't have no balls.
Like I said, I think I know who his daughter is,
See right there? So
but I mean, you can figure it out by going to his mom's obituary and do a process of elimination.
You know,
But
they had
I don't
this
know.
thing that really cared
I'm not
about
sure if
it.
they mentioned his daughter in their
There's the
obituary or
old
not.
shacks
That could be a
out,
niece.
carpeting there,
You
it's
know?
just
And
a
I don't
main
care either way.
wall.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
You know, it's got the
I just wanted to see a
TV
picture of her
on
to see what she looked
it.
like, to see if she looked
Dashboard,
anything like
yeah.
Barry. Before I
Back
pray
in
for
the
her
day,
sake
CBs
not.
were very popular. People don't even use them anymore, hardly anymore. The CBs are pretty much just gone. You know, you still see some truckers using them. You know, some
All
hardcore
truckers-
still use a CB. But
I'll tell you what,
Band
folks. I mean,
radio,
I'm a
Citizen
conspiracy nut, so
Citizen Band
I keep
radio.
CDs.
Here,
Because if
just-
shit ever hits the fan, that's all it's going to be useful is an old CD. Especially, I prefer the tube kind. So, and probably
He's gonna go in the
nobody
shop
I'm going to
here in a
listen to
minute.
this probably knows what a tube is. But
Hence why I like my rifles. If shit ever hits the fan, at least you can reach out and touch somebody.
at that point, being a convicted felon don't matter for anybody. So.
Oh, dude, if that ever happens, I'll be like, wow, this motherfucker will get eaten alive
Oh,
so
yeah.
quick, dude. Him and Ryan ain't built like that.
They can't survive without amenities, dude. I mean, you want to talk about rough. I mean, they put no rough if a fucking slapped them on the ass with a fucking 80 grit sandpaper.
And if the world ever goes to shit like that's talking, and these motherfuckers, dude, we don't have to worry about it. Not that I'll be worrying about it, but he'll get his justice.
On God, I guarantee you Barry don't know what it's like to actually go hungry or to go without. I'll bet you Barry don't. He's
Oh,
61, and I'll bet you out of 61 years, this man has never had to really go without.
I don't
mean, if anybody understands what I'm saying, I'm talking about to truly go without or to truly be hungry. I'm not talking about wake up and be like, man, you know, I'm hungry, but that food don't look good. That's Barry's doing without. You know, he's got food in the house, but it don't look good. He wants a Whopper. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about hunger like you wake up and there's not a cracker in the motherfucking house to eat, and you have no money to go get the crackers.
Yeah.
That's hunger.
I don't think Ryan or Barry has the ability to kill an animal. I don't think he could cut a snake's head off and live with
I'm
it.
telling you, Barry a kill a motherfucker. Barry's not. He don't have that thought process, dude. He's dangerous. Barry's a psychopath. He has no remorse. He has no feeling of. He has no sense of even right or wrong. If he did, he wouldn't be saying that shit to 18-year-old girls. 18 in quotes. Because the only difference between a 16 and 18-year-old is 2 birthdays. They look the same. They're not done developing yet. They even think the same and talk the same.
And it don't take much to lie on a fucking. I had a Facebook dude when I was a
He has
fucking kid.
anybody thinks it's okay for a 61-year-old man or woman to fuck an 18-year-old boy or girl don't have that process of right and wrong. Because even if you had the urge, you would have the common sense to know it's wrong, and you would probably go get counseling.
All right, let's move on.
Now, we opened up the playpen. We took out the baby maker and opened up the playpen.
Yeah.
Winnie! We've had somebody take parts off of it since it's been sitting there. Oh. Yeah, they better be watching it. I catch anybody out here, I'm going to shoot them. He just bought a grill, and I think the grill... Yeah, kids. One beautiful mom over there. She looks really young.
$10 for that radio.
She might even be the mom. She might be the mom's other child. Beautiful lady, though. Beautiful girl. So here's what we're looking. I couldn't stand the stink in there if I went in his lobby or his apartment. You know what I mean? Them guys are nasty. You know that, right?
And black people don't take a bath. Oh my God. They got these, they get these what they call ringworms in their head. Oh my God. And to talk about lice. Oh my God. And the women are just as nasty. Oh God, no. I was like, who would do? Oh. They stink that bad. Oh. And their clothes are probably all just ugh, you know. Oh my God. Yeah, I had one of them.
Is that why Ryan don't have a mom around? That's David. Yeah, that's your ass. I see what you know, Brian. You look like a walking amputation, baby. I mean, I'd be embarrassed about a kid like that.
Tell these motherfucking people what the fuck you mean by that. What do you mean by he looks like a walking cancer patient? What is your meaning behind that? So you can't say, oh, they're editing my shit, making me say these things. No, Barry.
So, I'm gonna jump off here, Barry. Let's prove you further, you're a piece of shit.
Attack him. I didn't do anything to him.
I know, but the language.
Anytime, boy! Anytime!
Come on, Dad, let's go. This is in the 70s, Dad.
Coward!
Scared me.
Come on, Dad, let's go.
Hey, it takes a bigger man
He's
to
got
walk
his camera off.
bigger man to walk away.
Coward!
Kind of weird you want to fuck a 25-year-old.
What's your mouth?
Come the
Little
fuck
kids
on,
around.
motherfucker!
Sir.
Go on, please. Go on, there's a bunch of kids.
Please, Dad, come on, let's go.
I'm not going anywhere.
Come on, Dad, come on.
You come to my show, you run your goddamn cocksuckers. Yeah, you motherfucker.
Please, Dad. Come on, Dad, he's right. There's kids. Come on, Dad.
Attack him. I didn't do anything to him.
I know, but the language.
Anytime, boy! Anytime!
Come on, Dad, let's go. This is in the 70s, Dad.
Coward!